Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Greatest TV Show podcast. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
And welcome back, I'm Mike.
Yes, and I am Anthony, and we are here, episode 3 of the podcast for the greatest TV show ever. Tribute. That's right. So we're back for episode 3, and you know what that means. We are in the clear legally. No one's coming after us just yet.
We have not been sued yet. Knock on wood.
So yes, so I've noticed, and I do this too, when I listen to podcasts, sometimes I don't start from the beginning. I jump in later on. So if anyone's doing that, jumping in on episode 3, you know, sometimes you have a friend who says, oh, you got to listen to episode 3 of this podcast, it's the greatest, and you've never heard episode 1 or 2. What we're doing here is we were on the greatest TV show ever on television, and we wanted to do a podcast, right? And we couldn't get the rights to the TV show. So we're doing this podcast, and we are not telling you, well, we're not allowed to say the name of the show and
Right.
say all the characters' names and be very specific about the episodes. But we are going to be vague as possible, and we're going to do the greatest TV show podcast for you, the fans.
Because it's always for the fans. We always loved our fans. Our fans supported us in every way, shape, and form. So we decided to pay tribute to the greatest show and the greatest fans by doing this podcast.
Tribute.
Yeah,
the fans were always there when we were on site. We would announce that we were going to do filming in certain areas, and everybody was there. We would sign autographs, and they were the greatest. We would sometimes pick people out of the crowd to be on the show on the spot.
Oh yeah,
That
was several times. That was a lot of fun. Thank God I wasn't the nacho person, but we did. So that was before we had fans.
Right. Before we had fans, that's true. But then again, you know, you have people who are fans of TV.
Nacho fan.
They're nacho fans. What kind of fan is not your fan?
Nacho fan.
So yeah, you have fans of TV shows, and of course, they follow you online and they try to figure out where your show is going to be shot, and they just show up because
That's what fans do.
That's what fans do.
I did it.
That's right.
I've done it for sports players and the like.
Oh yeah, I've had some autographs. I've sitting in a restaurant just seeing a soccer player one time. I was in Olive Garden actually in Secaucus, New Jersey.
Did you get the bottomless salads and the soup and salad, whatever it's called?
There was the soccer player. What was his name? I think
Pele.
No.
Ronaldo.
No. Valderrama, I think his name was. He had the gold
Panorama.
afro. I'd have to look it up and find out his name, but yeah, we ran into him in
So
Olive
that
Garden.
wasn't like a Will Ferrell character?
And I had him sign a napkin, actually.
Oh, very good.
An Olive Garden.
And then I got Olive Garden on my face and I wiped his autograph on my face.
So what's new, Mike? How's the baby? Baby update. Boom, boom, boom.
Bum, bum, bum. 4.5 months.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank you. He's almost rolling over. He almost rolled over today.
Oh, that's cool.
He was on his back, and I had the video going because he had the momentum, and he was 3/4 of the way there, and then he stopped.
All right. Well, maybe next time, give him a chance.
We'll give it a chance. How's your life? How's your life?
Good. I'm just, relaxing, chilling, living.
Relaxing, all cool, and are you shooting some b-ball after school?
Outside the hood, inside the hood. Where's the? I
Oh,
forget the-
jeez.
Oh God.
Obviously, it's not. We're not talking about that show.
I'm good. I'm relaxing.
As great as it was, apparently it wasn't the greatest in orbit.
Enjoying my residual income from the greatest television show
Yes.
ever.
Yeah. Still living in Jersey City.
Oh yeah, still in Jersey
Check
City.
is huge.
Listen, if you're from Jersey City,
That's true. I mean, that's true.
You know.
You don't
take
leave.
the boy out of Jersey City.
But you can't take the boy out of Jersey City.
No. Stop it, okay? Just stop it right now, okay? You can't take the Jersey City out of the boy.
Thanks for clarifying. Anywho, so we're going to talk about season 1, episode 2
Mm-hmm.
here on episode 3 of the greatest TV show podcast review to the greatest TV show. So season 1, episode 2. I'm all over the place.
You're jumping.
He's talking about jumping in on podcast episodes.
gosh.
This is the great. You got to listen to episode 3 of the greatest TV show podcast. It's great.
All right, well, in your defense, Mike, before we started this recording, he was super dad and super mom upstairs, fed the baby, washed the dishes, gave the baby a bath, and now we're...
Well, his mother gave him a bath. I just kind of cleaned everything.
You ran the water, you got it to the right temperature and such,
And then he peed in the water.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
I'm doing the dishes, and I said, call me when you're ready. And so I'm doing the dishes, and Anthony's in the kitchen. He's like, she's calling you. So I run upstairs. I figure they're done. She's like, no, he peed in the water. So we're going to take him out and refill the tub and do it all over again.
Yeah, pee
Babies.
happens. This time it wasn't shit, but I'm sure shit happens.
Oh, he's done that too.
Oh, yeah.
It's fun.
Has he done the arch of pee
Yes.
when you're changing?
Yes.
Yeah.
He arches it onto his face.
My mama told me I was famous for that. My mama said. My mama said.
Your mama's wrong again.
You know what we got to do? We have to have contests for our fans. And when we say a quote from a movie, we will have them email us when they catch the quote. And the quickest person to email us will win a prize.
There you have it, folks. You heard it here first from Anthony.
All right?
Email us at, once we have an email address, we'll send it to you.
Yes. Once we have enough following, a big enough following, maybe we have some sponsors, we'll get some merchandise.
Are we allowed to give out the email address? Is that allowed?
It's going to be our email address, our
where's
personal
legal?
email address.
Do we have legal on site?
We don't. We're working on that. We're going to have a lawyer sit in with us, actually. And they're
Tell
going
us
to
what not to say.
advise us on what we can and cannot say. But we're going to have merchandise.
Merchandising.
Spaceballs the flamethrower.
The kids love that one.
That one line is not a contest. You cannot win that one because I gave you the name of the movie.
Spaceballs the toilet paper.
All right, so what were we saying now? Season 1?
Merchandising?
No.
Oh, legal.
No.
Emails.
Season 1.
Oh, season 1, episode 2.
3. 2. Yes, 2.
Jeez. Now I'm on track. Oh, boy. Anyway. Yeah, season 1, episode 2. Everyone knows this famous episode because Greg talked us into becoming roommates. And episode 2 is move-in day.
Yes. Oh, you know what? I just remembered. Speaking of lawyers and such, disclaimer that we must say. If any of these episode stories sound like anyone's real life out there, it is completely coincidental and was not intentional.
Amen.
Okay, continue.
On that note, move-in day. So,
Boom. That's the note that you said on that note. Boom. Okay, go. On that note.
Gong. So what's that person called again? The site locator? Found us a spot in Lodi. Sight beyond sight. Sword of
Scout.
Omens.
Site scout. Site
Show
scout.
me sight beyond sight.
A site scout, yeah, that's it.
So the site scout found us a...
Oh, no, location scout, sorry.
Oh,
location
goodness
scout.
gracious. Season 1, episode 2, location site
Lodi, New Jersey.
finds us a 2-family house in Lodi, New Jersey.
Second floor.
Second verse, same as the first. So we're living in the second floor above a woman who lives on the first floor, a middle-aged European?
Well, yes, European. I believe Polish. Yes,
Polish, yes, because it was a Polish town.
You remember her from the show, obviously. Very heavy, thick Polish accent, which is one of my favorite accents, actually. Yes.
And if anyone can email us her favorite saying, you'll win a prize. It's 3 words. So anyway, so we're living in the second floor. She's on the first floor, and we're moving in.
Well, if you remember the episode, we don't meet her till a couple days after.
Correct.
She was nowhere to be seen the first couple days. We moved in.
We just knew she was there.
She probably didn't even know that we moved in, actually, as part of the story, right? If I remember correctly, yeah. The actress who played her was brilliant.
But we're gonna call her character name Tanya.
Tanya, yes.
So that wasn't her real character name in the show, but it's something that Aunt and I came up with. Tanya.
Yeah. Good old Tanya.
Good old Al and Vinny. I mean.
And you remember how in our face she was.
Oh, it was more in Al's face, talking about Vinny to Al. Actually, more complaining about Vinny to Al. To have Al tell Vinny about her complaints.
Wait, you mixed that up.
No, I didn't.
Well, she would talk about me.
She would talk about Vinny. Your Vinny.
I'm Vinny.
She would talk to me, Al, about Vinny. And complain to me about Vinny and telling me to go tell your friend.
Tell your friend.
Tell your friend! Oh my God, he's talking so loud! And tell your friend!
And she would tell me that you had elephant feet.
No, that was... No. She told me that you had elephant feet. You're stomping all night long. He stomps all night long. He stomp. I can't sleep. Oh my God! Tell your friend.
Tell your friend. And then the scene where she got angry about the garbage because we never took out the garbage for the first couple of weeks because, you remember, you have new neighbors, but you don't tell them when the garbage goes out, so they don't know.
Right. We didn't Google things back then. We Yahoo'd things.
Yeah, Yahoo. Yeah, we had that.
Yahoo! Remember that commercial?
Yeah, they don't have those commercials. Those were good commercials. But so she got mad about the garbage, and that was a good thing we had on the show.
Was it piling up? Like, what was the problem with the garbage? I vaguely remember this episode, about that part of the episode.
Yeah, so we never took the garbage out. It would always be full. We would put garbage in the cans, but never drag it down to the street. So that was something to think about. When you have new neighbors or something, above you, below you in the same house, we didn't meet her for a couple days, and she never told us when. And the new landlords, remember that was part of the episode. They didn't tell us anything about the house.
They just told us nothing. We just moved in.
I think they were just trying to get someone in there as quick as possible to get the rent going.
Right. Yeah, we saw the place. The location site. We were looking for apartments. And I think this was the only one we looked at.
Yeah, right. That's right. As part of the episode. Yes, I remember that part too. Now more details are coming back. Right. So you had found the apartment on Craigslist. It was the first Craigslist. Yeah.
That's taking it way back.
Oh yeah. People still use that actually.
Yeah, they do. It's gotten more sketchy than it used to be. I was pretty amazed. We got really lucky about that one.
I think it was always sketchy. But anyways, yeah, you found it. Of course, it became a joke later on in the episode when we agreed to take the apartment, that it was the first and only apartment we looked at.
Yep.
And our mutual friend, Sam.
Yeah, we're gonna. Well, the character name is Samantha.
Samantha, yeah.
Obviously, it's not a real name or real character name, but
we're not gonna edit out that almost slip I had there.
Yeah,
see if anybody catches that, by the way.
So we're gonna call her Sam for short.
Yeah.
But yeah, we went to see the apartment.
I got there first.
Of course you did, because I'm always late.
Sam met me there. Yep.
Well, late. She's always late
Well,
too.
I didn't want to
You-
say it, but you
he
say
gets-
it. Go ahead.
Okay, so when he says, "Oh, I got there first," it's like a half an hour early.
Well, for good reason, because my character, as you know, as we will get into, as you remember from the show, is a stickler for certain things.
And time.
Time one, the pots. Remember the pots, everyone. We will speak about that. And the reason my
Oh,
character
God, the
got
pots.
there, this was part of the backstory of my character. The reason my character got there a half hour early was he was scoping out the traffic on the block and the parking situation. Because coming from Jersey City, and all you listeners out there,
That's
shout
true.
out to JC,
Yep,
parking
there is none.
sucks, and sucks again. And
That's why I don't go there.
there's only one place worse for parking.
New York City, no, Hoboken.
No, Hoboken. There you
Hoboken.
go. Bingo. Hoboken. Or as I like to call it, Hobroken for parking. Because you go broke when you pay for your parking.
Correct.
But
Or
right.
go broke when you go insane looking for parking.
Yes. So my character, of course, being the stickler that he is, good old Vinny, shows up a half hour early
Shows up a half hour early
and just sits there.
and sits there in front of the house looking for parking. There was a parking spot right in front of the house.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
Yep. Just wanted to make sure, and we did get one spot in the
And
driveway.
this is before
but-
smartphones.
Right.
So he had nothing to take his time up with.
Just sit there watching traffic go by.
Traffic. It's a suburb. There's no traffic.
That's good.
Anyway.
So yeah, we invited Sam to come and see the place. It was as part of the show, our first place together. Our mutual friend. We wanted a female perspective on the apartment, also, right?
Right. So I asked Samantha to come along. I said, can you just come with me real quick, meet me there, it's just to get your perspective of it. So she did, and all three of us loved the place. It was our only spot, like Anthony said, and we've obviously the script made us fall in love with it, but we honestly, genuinely fell in love with the place.
Right. That's right. And so you have the apartment, and the stairs are right in the middle of the house, as you remember from the episode. But you know what, though? We might get listeners who hear the podcast and might be intrigued and go back and watch the show. So I'm gonna describe a little bit the apartment. You got the stairs right up to the middle of the house. To the left, you have the kitchen, and then a little doorway to a sharp left that goes into the living room. The bathroom was right smack in the middle of the apartment. So when you walk up
Right.
the stairs, there's bathroom door.
Bathroom door. And
Was
if it's shut, someone's in it.
Yeah. And to the right,
If the door is shut, don't come knocking.
the only flaw in the apartment was, of course, for two bachelors, was the bedrooms were on the same side of the apartment. And you couldn't, of course, remember a couple of further future episodes down the line. We had some adult-oriented jokes going on, sounds, if you will, coming from the bedrooms.
like my stupid chair that I got to oil. You hear this?
Yeah, the chair.
Yeah,
right.
that's the noise right there. So, but Anthony forgot to mention Tanya's spot in the house. So when you walk in the front door, and Anthony said the stairs are right there,
Oh yeah.
but legitimately directly to your left, as soon as you open the door, is Tanya's front door.
Tanya's door.
And then you have to walk up the stairs, and of course the stairs aren't soundless. So she knew when we were home.
There were rugs on the stairs, though.
Yeah, but you just hear
Yeah, it was an old house, and of course,
You like those sound effects, didn't you?
Let's not forget the awesome scene where we are carrying your 300-pound Sony television up the stairs.
Oh my god.
And
yep.
so
He's not kidding. I think it was 300 pounds.
part of the script was for it to be an insanely heavy television that we would carry up.
Right.
What wasn't part of the script was when it fell on your leg midway up the stairs, and we're struggling. I'm like, no, you got it. No, you grab it. I got it here. All right, and it was just squashing your leg. I remember the look. I think the camera maybe caught a glimpse of your face, and it was just priceless. It was priceless.
Yeah, there was no room in the stairwell for any more than just the two of us.
Oh man.
So the writers really did a great job writing that out.
Yeah.
And the Curly Tommy really visualized that scene for us and showed us what his vision was for that scene. And it came out
Man,
really
all the
funny.
details of the episode are coming through. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you remember my queen size box spring didn't fit,
Yeah.
so we had to get
Yeah.
literally could not get that thing up the stairs, so
No.
they had to get 2 twin size box springs so we could pretend like we were moving that up. And the scene where we couldn't fit the queen size box spring, that was real. We couldn't get it up there. We had to take it back out.
They had the cameras rolling and said, "Just bring it up there."
Yeah.
And
That's right.
they found out we couldn't fit it. And they just kept rolling. They're like, "This is hilarious. Just
Oh
keep
my
rolling."
God, just keep and
And when the TV,
got
like
some
the
bloopers.
nachos with the TV, like the nachos, it was totally ad lib. The TV was ad lib. It legit fell on my leg.
yeah, literally. And we could not pivot
we,
that piece
So-
of furniture.
and that's what I
anymore.
think Curly Tommy was really trying to do, like a spin off of Friends with that. So instead of using a couch, we used the TV.
Yeah. It's kind of like anybody could make a funny moving scene. I'm just kidding. I don't
Um,
want to
but,
take away anything from Friends, but
yeah.
it's funny. But yeah, getting that up was fun.
and then, if you remember, when we went to the store, the only thing the studio didn't supply us with was a curtain rod, a shower rod, no, they got a shower rod, but never a shower curtain.
Right, no shower. No, a shower rod, shower curtain, but the curtain didn't have the rings. That's what it was. And so we improvised.
No, didn't we have to go to a store and buy a curtain? The curtain didn't come with rings.
That's right. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we forgot the
All
rings.
these memories are coming back.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went to the store to buy our first set
Glad
of
you
things that we
remembered
needed.
one of them.
You should have. So we buy the curtain. We obviously don't. Men don't read labels. Men don't read labels. So we didn't read that there were curtain rings were not included, like batteries were not
Right,
included.
yeah.
So Schmocky Pants over here decides, what was your great idea? That actually really was a great idea.
For some reason, I remember the scene. It's in the script too. I checked the script. I had a toolbox that I had, and in the toolbox I had garbage wire ties, and so we
Yes.
ad-libbed that
Yes.
whole scene, and I run over to the
Don't
toolbox,
get mad. Get glad.
and I'm like, wait a minute, I got these, and we tied them up. We tied the shower curtain up to the rod with the garbage ties,
Right.
and bingo,
And bingo bongo,
we
it
were able
worked.
to shower.
And they didn't
Not
rust.
together.
Not not together. On that note.
Oh boy.
Ding!
Gong.
You didn't do it. I gave him the whole cue
Okay.
on that note, and
Sorry.
he didn't do it.
Jeez.
Ay.
Go feed the baby or
He's-
something.
His own joke, I have to take from him.
It's not gong, it's bong.
So,
That sound is trademarked by Anthony. And you have to pay me 25 cents every time you make it. Okay, thanks.
I'm actually getting a message from the director of the podcast. Is waving his hands about the time. I think we're running out of time. Do we want to keep going, or do we want to continue?
As the
episode?
director of the podcast, because I don't know who he's talking about over here.
There's only two of us here.
Yeah, okay, I'll wave my hand. Time's up. That's it. They're not listening anymore.
Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up. See, nobody cares. Dotson, we've got Dotson here. See, nobody cares.
Nobody cares. That's another movie line. See if you can get
So
it.
email us with the email address that we haven't supplied you yet.
Yes. Well, don't worry. We'll go back and we'll do the contest for the previous episode.
Right. We'll give you
Yeah.
the supplies you need to succeed. I was elected to lead, not read. Ooh, that's another movie quote. So that'll do it for us here at the Greatest TV Show Podcast. I'm Mike.
And I'm Anthony.
And we're signing off.
And now a word from our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, today's episode of the Greatest TV Show Podcast was brought to you by the Greatest TV Show Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for a new podcast about a show that we all love, starring those two great actors, Michael and Anthony, playing Al and Vinny, just tune in to the Greatest TV Show Podcast. You're going to laugh your ass off.